Hello, it's Thursday the 28th of September 2017 and this is the latest Thunderball result, and in this video I'm going to try and figure out why these numbers came out, and then I'm going to apply the same rules to try and predict what will come out next. So let's have a look. Okay, this is what the chart looks like now. It was machine number 6 and set of balls number 4. And this is what the chart now looks like for that machine and set of balls. So let's have a look what it looked like before those numbers came out. Okay. Thunderball number 7 had not yet been drawn with machine 6 and set of balls number 4, and since the number of numbers went up from 35 to 39, in fact we're now looking at the entire draw history, just the Thunderballs. Amazingly enough, machine number 6, set of balls number 4, Thunderball number 7 had never occurred, but it has now, which is very interesting. Okay, what were the numbers? Let's just put them on here. 3, 4, 6, 18, 19, and Thunderball 7. Right. So, for the first time ever, in machine number 6, set of balls number 4, number 7 came out. Number 9, Thunderball number 9, also has not yet occurred with machine 6 and set of balls number 4. So that's what it looked like before the draw, that's what it looks like now. Now let's have a look at the main numbers, and we're only going to go as far back as from when it went up to 39 main numbers from 35. Okay, so machine 6, set of balls number 4. This is what it looked like before the draw, and this is what it looks like now. So before and then now. So let's see where the numbers were on the chart. That's where these numbers were. Notice 18, most frequent. In fact they're all on the more frequent end. 19 in a little dense region there. In fact both 18 and 19 in densely populated regions that are on this axis from the top left to the bottom right. Numbers on that axis more likely to come out for some reason. There's number 4, number 3, number 6. So that's for machine number 6 and set of balls number 4. Now let's have a look at all sets of balls but just machine number 6. That's what the chart looks like for machine number 6 before the last draw. This is where the numbers were. Notice 19, second closest to that top right corner. And this is what it looks like now that those numbers have dropped to the bottom. So you notice most of them were at the more overdue or top side of the chart, so it's no surprise that these numbers came out. let's have a look now at the chart for just that set of balls number 4. Okay, this is what the chart looks like before the numbers were drawn. 18 still most frequent, 3 quite overdue, and this is where all the numbers were. Okay, that's the rest of the numbers as well, and this is what it looks like now. So why did these numbers come out? Well, if we look at the chart for this machine and set of balls, let's see the chart for number 18. Or 19. See, number 4 and number 19 occur quite frequently together. Okay, let's look at all machines and all sets of balls. See where the numbers were. That's where they were on the chart for 19. Okay, chart for 18. This is where they were. Excuse me, my phone's ringing. Okay, I'm back from that phone call. Right, what we're looking at, this is a chart for 18. Right, and this is where the numbers were on that chart. Now let's look at the chart for the other numbers. Chart for number 6. That's where they were, right down at the bottom. Chart for number 4. And chart number 3. So basically, the only reasons that I can think of why these numbers came out together is because, firstly, if you look at the chart, for all machines and all sets of balls, basically the main chart, like I said in my last video, the most overdue numbers are going to come out, and look what the most overdue numbers are, 3 and 6. So on the chart for number 3, that's where the other numbers were. On the chart for number 6, that's where the other numbers were. On the chart for 3 and 6, you can see number 19, most overdue. Number 18, most overdue for its frequency. See, these were the two most overdue numbers. 18, closest to that top right corner. So now I've got a reason why. I've got a reason to pick these two most overdue. Right, and then to pick with these two, got a reason to pick 18, closest to top right corner, which means it's overdue for its frequency. And when we look at the chart for machine number 6, what do we find? There's 19, there's 6, there's 18. See, it's just a combination of reasons. It's a combination of reasons why these particular numbers decided to occur together. It's because, generally speaking, they were all overdue, and with this particular machine and set of balls, it just happens that these were the most probable numbers. So once again, the laws of averages have sort of dictated the outcome to some extent, but not entirely. It could have gone a lot of different ways. I mean, it didn't have to be the most overdue numbers, it could have just been like the most frequent. But what we can do now is narrow it down to a particular machine and a particular set of balls. And because the current trend is that they're using machines 5 and 6 and sets of balls 1 to 4, what we could do is pick 8 lines. So if you're in a syndicate with 8 people and each person pays £1, you can put 8 lines on. And what you can do with those 8 lines is you can put 1 line on for each machine and set of balls. Right? So for instance, machine number 5, set of balls number 1. And we'll include the Thunderball as well. Right, machine number 5, set of balls number 1. Thunderball 2 and 13 never occurred yet. Most overdue. Right, look at the draw history. Last one was low, odd and a prime. So the next one, more likely to be high, more likely to be even, more likely to not be a prime. And what was the choices we had again? 2 and 13. So it could be either one. I don't know which one it'll be, but I'm sure it'll be one of those if that machine's used and that set of balls is used with it. So let's just look at the main numbers now. Number 12, most overdue. 16, closest to top right corner. There's 18 again, near the end. And these are the numbers that are in the dense regions down here. So that's that set of balls on that machine. Let's have a look at machine 5, set of balls number 2. 18. Again, cropping up again, most overdue. So 18 so far is generally a good choice. We've got number 18 and we've got number 8, and number 8 is closest to that top right with this set of balls. So let's look at the Thunderballs for this machine. Number 6, most overdue. That's where the other numbers are. So could be any one of them. See, there's 13 and there's 2. They were the most overdue with that other set of balls. Number 12, by the way, is the most overdue on the main chart. I'll just show you that. Right, we're looking at just the Thunderball numbers. Oh. Right, Thunderball numbers. There they all are, look. And there's number 12 right up there. Closest to top right, most overdue. So let's go back to individual machines and set of balls number 2. And look at the main numbers again. That's where they all are. Right, let's have a look at number 3. Okay, 28 most overdue. 30 most frequent. There's number 8 again. Maybe we should pick number 8. See, have a look at the other numbers that are near the top. And let's look at machine 5, set of balls number 4. 18 again. Not come out yet. Most overdue. And what else have we got? see, number 12 closest to top right. Maybe we should have number 12. Right, let's have a look now. Machine number 6. And set of balls number 1. 15. Most overdue. Make a note of that. And then we've got number 10, closest to top right. So all we're doing is applying the same rules to the next draw as what we saw in the last draw. 32, closest to top right. 18 again, we're going to have to pick 18. 22 most frequent. 32 definitely outstanding with set of balls number 2. Let's have a look at number 3. 38 most overdue. 19 closest to top right. Now back to the one that was used most recently. Machine 6, set of balls number 4. See, that's the most recent result. And on this one, 35 have yet to come out. We've got some other numbers that are quite frequent. So let's look at the Thunderball numbers, and not the main numbers, just look at the Thunderball numbers for each machine and set of balls. Right, we've got number 9, never been drawn, with machine 6, set of balls number 4. Oh, that's interesting. Set of balls number 3, number 8, most overdue for its frequency. So maybe we should have number 8. Okay. Set of balls number 2. A lot of numbers at the top. Notice number 12 is one of them. Also number 2. Maybe we should have number 12. Let's see, set of balls number 1. Oh, half of the numbers haven't even been drawn yet. Set of balls number 1 and machine 6. Number 12 has, number 2 has. Okay, let's change that to machine 5. Machine 5, set of balls number 1, number 2 most overdue. So maybe we should pick set of balls number 2. Let's look at machine 5, set of balls 2, number 6 outstanding. There's number 12. There's number 8 again. Maybe I should pick number 8. Finally, set of balls number 4. Number 5, very frequent. But I think that what we should do is just look at all sets of balls, but just concentrate on these 2 machines for the Thunderball. So if we do that, number 10 is the most overdue. Closest to top right, number 3. So it's quite hard to predict what the next Thunderball is going to be. But looking at this chart, it looks like it's going to be number 8. So I think I'll probably use this combination. But what you could do though is you could put a different line on for each machine and each set of balls, and just have 8 lines in a syndicate for 8 people. So that'd be an interesting strategy. Here's some that I wrote down earlier, and that concludes this video. Bye for now.